Sabot dito.
Working knowledge of simple correspondence.
So what is working knowledge in some simple correspondence? Ito may naminaw din na sa discussion in this video. So some simple correspondence is correspondence and phonological awareness using the basic building blocks of learning. And it is the sound represented by the letters or the alphabet. The letters used to represent the sound. So learning to read and spell English can be challenging because in languages we have consistent patterns or rules. However, in this discussion, I will be discussing some rules that are not usually taught in school. And these are both the vowel rules or principles and the accent generalization. But before jumping into correcting your knowledge or in some simple correspondence, let us first know about the 6 basic types of syllables. And connected rin siya sa atong discussion na vowel rules o principles and accent generalization para namoy na basis. Minsan may familiar niyang 6 basic syllable types. Yes. Wala namang kanindog sa to.
Man.
Sige.
Hyphenate.
So the first basic syllable type is the closed syllable. So may example, closed syllables. Is so syllables is when a vowel is closed in or blank by one or more consonant, it is called a closed syllable. For example, everybody, Latin now. Sa may nabantayan ninyo? Is that please?
Ang vowel is ang maluman siya sa consonant.
Okay. So as you notice, the vowels are blocked with full consonants. Yeah. This and an upgrade. Natawag siya o block. Both syllable kay sundan na siya o consonant. Anong matawag man siya o kuan? O syllable. Ganing input up. So, ako matawag na siya o kanang close syllable kay nag-end man siya o consonant. And as long as the syllable ends in consonant, it is called a closed syllable. So, mara na siya ang closed syllable. The next is the open syllable. What is an open syllable?
Bali lang po ba? Bawal na lang po ito sa Quran.
So, this is the most common syllable in English. It is called the open syllable because the vowel is at the end of the syllable and it looks like it is saying its name. For example is hi. So, may yung napansin sa hi.
Bawal yung sindihan ng gabal. Natusan na ito yung
Aside sa nauseous na kapusan, it is one syllable word and its only syllable is saying vowel I and it sounds. Therefore, it sounds like it is saying its name. Di ba? Ang sound like pronounce na to sa I in English. Kaya nga magkuhan na o iyahag word. Ano yung siya o saying its name? Next example is the word multo.
Mabas naman.
So the word multo, if ato siyang i-divide into syllables, it has two syllables which are multo and the syllables are both open syllables because it is end with vowel. So next is kasabot ra mo? So the next basic syllable is the silent E. Nakutani silent E. Sa may example of silent E nga word. This is the it is an open code, the magic E, since the letter E indicates that the preceding vowel is long. Sabi ng preceding?
Nagsunod.
Isundan. Or the vowel before the E is long. Example. So, asa naman ang E? Sa Petros? Correct. Ang E, nandito siyang silent. Kanya, ang pag-pronounce sa first vowel, isundan ng vowel, is it long or short?
Long.
Okay. Long siya kay silent pa lang. Next is the double vowel syllable or the vowel pair syllable. Saan naman po Okay. This is the most difficult of all the syllables since there are 24 subtypes. Vowel pairs can have up to 4 pronunciation or a single unique pronunciation, and its combination has to be learned very carefully. So for example is
Shoulder.
So, unsa may inyong nakuhaan sa double vowel syllable? Asa may dapat ang double vowel syllable, ani? Please underline the Consonant L is syllable anytime there are consonants L-E. The E is usually not pronounced. For example is every. Kung saan may pronounce niya? Bago, nawala ang iyahang. Dili na siya pronounce. So, the last type is the R control syllable. Wala ba ang English? Or nagkakantang-bantayan? So, the R control syllable, when a syllable has a vowel followed by R, it is called an R control syllable. For example, this. So it is called syllable and not words. Ang letter R is a strong in English that is easily controlled the vowel sound so that it is no longer short. As you can hear in these words, the letter R dominates the sound in its syllables. So inyo ang napansin din ang kuan ang R ang kuan niya. Ang musaka. So, nakasabot na ba mo, ani? Yes. Okay, let's proceed to our main topic, which is the vowel sign. There are the 6 types, basic syllable. And let's proceed to correcting our knowledge and sound symbol correspondence. So there are 11 rules or principles, and each rules have its accent generalization. So everybody please open your notes and read the first rule.
In containing a single vowel letter at the end of the word, the vowel letter usually has a long vowel sound.
So for example is this word. Old and word. So note that this rules refers to words and not just syllables. These words are single vowel letter which makes the sound of the vowel long. As what you observe, the vowel only has a long, and since it is the only present vowel in the word. So sa may nakuha ninyo, ani? Sabi ninyo, old, words. Long or short? Okay, it is long. And this one rule also applies to a single or one-letter word in English, A or I, with long vowel sound. Next is, the second rule is,
Syllables containing a single vowel letter at the end of the syllable. The vowel letter may be either a long or short vowel sound. Try the long sound first.
so in figuring out the duration of the sound, you should always try the long sound first. Take note that this has the same effect as rule number 1. It is just that this is the end of the syllable and not a word. So for example, is the word taco and tiger. So when you divide that into syllables, so
Pinsa pa na. Gamay na ulit.
So, vowel at the end is long sound. And in tiger, it has a high long word.
Ang nakalagay nila kay kuan kani
Sundan mo kung siya
of consonant na letter ang kakasunod. So kanin kuan last niya kay kuan tiger short niya kani kay long.
ang rule ani kay dahil man siya either depende siya sa sundan niya nga kuan syllable ay lamin consonant. The next is the third rule is a single vowel in a syllable usually have the short vowel sound. If it is not the last letter, it is not followed by the consonant R, W, or L. If you can still remember what I discussed kanina, it is the part of the 6 basic syllable times. What is it? Isa may nakain dun sa akong discuss rin. Kasi number 3, ika-3 na rule. Wala na kayo lumbong.
Ako dito. Iya tadi ko wala ko ng ibang
Ready ah. Wala ko na kayo magmamutayon. Naladaan yung mga teacher. So, it is the closed syllable
that is applied to this rule.
For example is
For example, which is
Yes.
basket, subway.
so each syllable is a closed syllable and the reason why the vowel are short. Anong short siya?
So, short ni siya kay isundan man siya og
Consonant.
kanya sa in connection to the 6 basic syllables, it is closed syllables.
So, sa itong closed syllables,
Katungagungan
and short, pinagbasa niyo short siya. Pero hindi siya malong. But this rule has an exception. The exception is if the vowels are followed by consonant R, W, and L. Example is basa.
Hello.
So may napansin niyo sa album. More na niyo siya ang laki. Taas siya, long sound siya. Okay? Una yung exception sa aning role ang W and T. So as you have noticed, I didn't give any examples of the vowel followed by the consonant R because it is a separate rule and the rule is in the next rule, rule number 4, and rule 3.
vowels followed by R usually have a sound that is neither long.
Ako nga, basa, Pi. Sa mani.
Remove.
Sige.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Go. Vowels, vowels like R usually have a sound that is neither long nor short.
So, isa man ang R. Ang R is dahil siya upuan, naaylo, naapoy, short. And if you can still remember, it is one of the syllable types. Unsa man? The R show syllable. The consonant R is so strong that it dominates the sound in the vowel. The reason why the vowel preceding the letter R is neither long nor short. For example, if we take the word
Warning, warning, forget, person, paper.
sa medyo napansin na yung words.
Warning,
So, lalaki siya og
paper. Sound, may long and short.
long na apoy short. So, the vowel and each syllable are all dominated by the consonant R. So, nasabtan lang. Go number 4. So, let's proceed to the next rule. Rule number 5. Please read.
Y at the beginning represents Y consonant sound. Y at the end of a single syllable word preceded by a consonant usually has a long I sound. And Y at the end of a multi-syllable word when preceded by a consonant usually has a long E sound.
Okay. So this rule is focused on the consonant Y and its placement in words. So laylay siya o kuan. First example. Why have you noticed? Everybody read. Para mas masabdan niyo.
Yellow, yes, jump, fly, cry, sigh, party, sunny, happy.
Kung sa may napansin ninyo sa pronunciations of Y. Istaktasa. Example number 1, sa may mga na Come on. So in first example, the Y is in the first. It is found in the first letter of the word. So all words have a Y sound followed by the sound of the vowel is pronounced as some istaktasa? Huh?
Sounds like E.
Yeah, correct. Istaktasa. It sounds like E. Saan na? Bata. Yeah. So in the second example, as you notice, Y is at the end of the single syllable and it has a long I. Long I. Ginasya sa waki. So everybody read.
Fly, cry, sigh.
Diba? Y eh, laki yung sound. Laki sa okay. So the last example is when preceded by a consonant usually has the long E sound. So kung sundan na siya, huwag ka na kuhaan, double silent. Multi-syllable word, sundan siya o consonant, ang iyang pronunciation kay mahimong E sound. And as you have noticed, since Y is in the end of multi-syllable, it has a long sound. Long sound. Something right? So the next rule number 6, please read Miss Casoila.
Number 6 daw, basahan mo.
In words ending with vowel consonant silent F, the S sound, E is silent, and the first vowel may be either long or short. Try the long sound first. In teaching this rule, stress that the student should be flexible. Example, try the short vowel sound if the long one does not form a word in his or her speaking listening vocabulary. It has been demonstrated that students who are taught to be flexible in attacking words, when applying rules such as this, become more adept at using word attack skills than those who are not taught this flexibility.
So for example is this word. So everybody read. Kung sa may nang na-notice, naka-word. Nalasa ng iyon niya. Nalay siya o long or short. Nasa long na apoy. The next rule is when EJ, AY, AA, and OA are found together, the first vowel is usually long, the second is usually silent. And again, as we go over the 6 types of syllables, the rule has sama. Unsa may na-diri sa 6 basic syllables. Rule number 7. It has the double vowel syllable type. For example, this rule is this word. Everybody read. Kung sa may nagkapansin, ang sound sa play o sa way. The same. Same ang napansin. The same. Similar. As one ang first vowel, ani kay mawala na siya sa pronounce na to, like play. Dili na kayo siya ba? But as we notice saying this word, the first vowel has a long sound and the following vowel is silent. Okay, sama-sama.
Yes, ma'am.
So the next rule is rule number 8.
The vowel pair or either the sound or
So this vowel pair has a separate rule since it can be used in 2 different sounds. And here are words with vowel pair OW that have the same sound as here in the sound how. For example is a sound formed by the combination of two words in a single syllable, in which the sound begins as one vowel and moves towards another. For example, is the word Ayan, basa me. Yan sa mga bata. So, asa mo lang mga, wala na. Word. So, nagbasa niyo sa double vowels. I mean, sa ano na word, makulit na silang duha. Like, where's the also? Nasagtan na? Yes. Word na nakapit na dyan.
Sound is either long as in moon or short as in bow.
So, we have two different pronunciation in the A2 group. This time, we don't have two different pronunciation. Rather, we have two different information or link for the vowel pair. And here are some words with vowel pair O that have the same link as here and sabi ninyo ang nakuha na ni? Long sound. And here are the words that are same